Hi Virgos, and welcome to November 2024. All right, let's get started. This read is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. Grateful are we always? Do we really need to say Happy Thanksgiving only for being grateful one day of the year? Some do, right? Anyways, gratitude always. Okay, let's get a past life oracle karma card to see what thread. Oh my God, look at how beautiful. Sorry, I have my candles going. Angels. Well, Virgo, some of you are without question an earth angel. You do know that your angel, the angelic realm, not only exists, but also the angelic realm is your passed on loved ones. I'm hearing angels we have heard on high. You might want to hear that song, or maybe it's one of your favorites for the holiday season. You may just want to listen to the lyrics, okay? Anyway, hold on, okay. So I'm doing the readings for November a little differently, where I'm actually utilizing the whole deck to get a full narrative, completely, a complete storyline, okay? Let's see how it works. Some of you, definitely, we all know that the angelic realm is always guiding us. Some of you already know that. You're a Virgo. You're extremely intuitive. One of the top 3 intuitive signs. Not saying that you're not. All signs are intuitive, but some, they don't have to work at it as hard, let's say, as others. All right, let's go. Wow, right? It's like, yeah, love, right? Knowing that you deserve love without question. And that whatever you've had to endure, some of you have been really going through it hard, to the point where you feel like you've completely been stripped, being fully exhausted emotionally, and it could be mentally as well, exhaustion. It's really exhaustion. Like, I've been through it all. Let me just push this back for a smidge so you can see all the cards. Okay. All right, so what are we gonna say about that? We've learned. It hasn't been feeling so good, but we get back down on our knees and we pray, right? It's just the way it is. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. If you're dealing, Virgo, with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, why are they being mean, vindictive? Is someone threatening divorce? But, we'll see. Maybe kind of one-upping. Is there a one-upping, like, I know better than you? You know what I mean? Okay, something's going on here. Oh my gosh. So are you asking a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius for a new start and they've declined you? Or did you propose and they're declining you? Or what happened? Someone wants a new start and it's like, nope, not going to happen. Wow. Ten of Swords is upright with the Ten of Wands. Oh my God, Virgo, you're really going through it. If you have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in your natal, then it's still, this is you and not obviously an external person. Wow, this is mental exhaustion, physical exhaustion. I've learned so much. This is particularly Gemini and or Sag. Oh my God, Virgo. Okay. Oh. So we want to reboot, a new start. We need a new start. You've been praying for a new start because look at, like, it's kind of been Virgo for a while, right? One thing after another. Maybe this was, since you have 2 10s, it was in October. It was like, oh my God, I can't catch a break. I just can't catch a break. And in November comes the break, right? A lucky break, if you will, because the iguana's there. It's a lucky break. Oh, you've been through it. Absolutely. A Gemini, Libra, Aquarius could have left you hanging out to dry, right? Hanging out in the pastures. Why am I saying that? I don't know. You tell me. I also just heard it's a long time coming. It's been a long time coming. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio that you've been clearly dealing with. Spirit's been trying to, Spirit's been trying to warn you that this could possibly happen. Okay, for some of you, Spirit's been trying to guide you and you haven't been heeding the call to, excuse me, to go after what you want. Your 10 of Cups is upright. So you have the 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords, but then you have the 10 of Cups. Who makes you happy? Are you going after what makes you happy, or are you going to let that person pass? Have you passed an opportunity, or did someone say, if you leave the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius for the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio? Is this what's happening? Someone's been waiting in the wings for you, literally in the wings. Someone's been waiting in the wings for you. Could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, hoping that maybe you'll get divorced. If you're married. Even if you're in a relationship, whatever. And here you are. You're like, yeah, for real. This is probably maybe the biggest decision that I have been asked to make in my entire life, honestly. I need to take a look at what really is in my heart of hearts. Because that's where I know myself the best. Even though on the external, Virgos, you intuitively, first of all, you already know your answer. You already know your answer. The second is Virgos do tend to be analytical and try to make sure we weigh the pros and the cons if we're making a decision, or if life hasn't been treating us the way that we were hoping, or when you look back on certain things, experiences, right? We've been through the experiences of life, and Archangel Michael has been trying to say, are you passing up the real thing? Or do you have the real thing? Do you know? I feel you know. And you need to communicate it. The arrows are pointing to what do we say? The truth shall set you free. It's like, go for it. Are you going for it? Are you going to communicate to someone what it is that you really want in a relationship? Oh my God. I love it. I love it. Are you? I mean, you tell me. Or are you staying in your head? Or are things just so discombobulated? You're like, oh my God, I'm so discombobulated. And that is way like you're feeling like a fish out of water. Because you're being asked to do something that sets you free, makes you vulnerable, even more so, to go after what it is that you really, in your heart of hearts, wants. But you're having a really hard time because every part of your body wants what it wants, but what stops you is your mind. And that's why we call it, if you've been watching me long enough, you know, it's a mindset. When we have a mindset, which was maybe pre-programmed by our parents, by who raised us, teachers, all of those people out there, they made us believe, you know, for some of you, right? You believe that certain things have to go in like chronological order. Certain things have to happen. Like a Virgo for sure is the one who says, all right, I'm gonna finish school. This is obviously an analogy. Finish school, get married, get the white picket fence, and have kids. That's the American dream, and that's what Virgos have always bought into, which everyone buys into the same dream until they don't. Until they're being questioned and different avenues of opportunities arise. And a Virgo says, holy shit, I don't even know how to feel about this situation now because I've never been through it. I've never experienced these very much so deja vu moments and or the angelic realm to such a degree where someone, perhaps a guardian angel, a passed on loved one that has become your guardian angel, is saying, listen, they're trying to get through to you, Virgo, to say, don't follow what you've always known to be true. Follow what is your truth. Huge difference. Are you following the truth of what your heart truly wants? Or are you going to continue, what is it? The road less traveled is what they're asking you to go on, to change your course. But you've always been one to stick with the course, to stay on point. And it's really, really difficult. And this is one of your lessons for sure. For many Virgos, to get out of their head space, stop yourself from being happy. What? To literally go for something, maybe on a whim. To not always be in the safe zone. To be mad. To be madly in love. Oh my God. Could and or would Could it possibly be that Spirit saying, can you just change the trajectory of what you've been built, what you, like your DNA, your, the Virgo DNA, your genetics, your history. Can you find it in a rightful place of where it's always been, to question if that's really what has made you happy, and to soar, find your wings, be madly in love again. Can you do it? Are you able to set a new course on your life, a new start with something that you have for sure? You've been in love before, Virgos, right? To feel that first card came out. That's the Knight of Cups. To literally take the mask off and to go with the flow, to be in love again. Do you know? Don't you want to know what it feels like again? Are you in love? What makes Virgo the happiest? When we're setting sail on a new trajectory, that's when it's going to happen. When you can get yourself out of that structured, restricted, limited belief that you can't attain it, or I don't deserve it. Are you kidding? You're a Virgo. Of course you deserve it. And you know it. But you just don't know how to get there. And you don't want to hurt anyone in the meantime. And you clearly have already been hurt because you didn't go for it. Like, there are no guarantees, Virgo. You know there's no guarantees. But if you're going back, now let's talk about that. Are you going back for passion? Is this what you know? Is this what's missing in your life? Is what is missing the passionate knowing of what it feels like to be in love? To what it feels like to know what happiness feels like again? Or do we just fall into complacency zone? Is that where you are? We have the mother and father here. A mother and or father figure. Mother is the moon, father is the sun. Mother, father telling you, okay, you know you deserve it all. You know you want your peace. You know you have that beautiful ideology of what having it all means to you. Do you have it? Are you empowering yourself to go after what it is that you know you want? That'll bring back some passion and light, a lot of light. Will bring back your light again. You know how when you're in love, you light up. You do. It's like a pregnant woman. You glow. Somehow, I don't know, you just glow. You glow because you have so much love. And that you are loved. It shows. Oh, wow. And I was just going to say, are we at a Two of Cups, though, or are we at a Lovers? Are we thinking about a lover? This is Gemini. Don't forget, you could have, Virgo, you could be a Gemini moon, whatever, or rising. Is this the real deal? Is that the real deal? You're like, I want to know, because you don't. I want to know. That's probably why you're here, because your biggest fear, well, for some of you, your biggest fear is to literally go after something or someone that you really truly want, but there's no guarantees that this lover is going to turn into the Two of Cups. But isn't it worth giving it a shot, at least? Instead of the fears that have caused you stagnation before. You question too much and you want the answers. You're praying. Some of you are definitely praying. You know, the angels are right here for you. Okay, I'm going to put it here so you could see the next card. So you're praying. You're on your knees praying. We already saw the Ten of Wands. And they're saying, get out of your being defensive, being worried about how it's going to end up, how it's going to show up. You have to get out. You have to take a risk. That's it. That's what they're saying. Getting out of your own way. You have to get out of your own way in order to get this happiness, because that's what Virgos struggle with the most. Getting out of their own way and actually believing that they could be happy. Actually believing they could be happy and that they're not going to get, they're not going to get, what does that mean? Well, we have 2 sevens here. That we're not going to get trampled on, lied to, manipulated, that we want the real deal. When Virgos are in it, they're in it for real. It is for reals. It is, and you know it. And that's the hardest part, taking that leap of faith. Maybe the Fool will come out now. I don't know. But you got to take the leap of faith. You do. And you haven't been able to because you need more proof. You need proof. Because even when your heart literally knows where it wants to go, your head says, I need more proof. Your heart's, it's right here, front and center. Some of you, it's a new love. Or maybe, well, we'll see. Let's not jump the gun. Jumping to a conclusion. I digress. You want more proof. That's what you're telling me. Reversed. And you're also telling me, I'm not in love. I want to be, but I need more proof because I've been burned, I've been used, I've been plummeted on, I've been hurt, and I can only hurt so much. But that's not true. So you want more proof because you're healing. You need more proof because these 3 swords that you have concocted in your mindset that, well, I don't want to go through that pain ever again. So you could have been in childhood, let's just say. You could have gotten really burned. We all get burned at least once in our lives by someone like we're totally in love with, right? That pain, what's that? The first cut is the deepest. Heck yeah. The first cut is the deepest. And then you have a couple more. So you have these wounds that need, the only way that these wounds can heal is if you get back in the game. Not for revenge, not for rebounding. No. We get back in the game because we say, wait a second, this is stronger than this. But if I tell myself that my headspace is stronger than my heart, then that'll happen. But if I tell myself, no, I'm not going to listen to my head anymore because it's gotten me nowhere. I'm going to follow my heart. Are you? So, we're going to jump into our work so we don't have to think about what pain we've experienced. We're going to just jump right into work. What we do best. We continue to work, hopefully doing what we love. The passion of work is what you love to do. That's where your passion lies. And or a Leo, Aries, Sag, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Right? And there's been like this standstill, right? There's been like a void, a pause in a relationship that has hurt you deeply. And it makes you feel like that first cut is the deepest. Yeah. And that's where that goes. Because the first cut is the deepest when we're kids. That's what this is. And now the first cut turns into a couple more in the course of our lifetime where it's like truly for a Virgo, frappin' unbearable. Because it's not like others are not all heart. We are all heart. But other signs take risks. Where sometimes the earth signs, especially Virgo, out of the earth signs, the less risk, the better. So I'll just stay in my corner and I'll do the work that I love and stay home. Maybe I should just stay home and really just focus on the job that I do and the work that I do and try to, excuse me, and make more money, work to make money. Because, in the Virgo's eyes, there's really never enough. Because they don't feel like they're enough. So therefore, they're not. If you convince yourself, if you talk yourself into, right, what do they say? If you talk yourself into it long enough, you start believing it. It's a whole illusion. It is. It's illusion. It's an illusion. And it sets the course for not being balanced, for totally being imbalanced. Virgos want to know that this is for real. Otherwise, they can't. They just can't. They can't. They won't put themselves out there again, only to get hurt. This Lovers is very, and Six of Cups is a very, it has really huge potential to grow. It does. But the thing is the physical part of this relationship became so much more important. So because you have so much red here, I'm just going to say it. There's a lot of red right here. Red, red, the red in the scar, or in the sheath in Justice reversed, the red in Page of Wands, the red flowers in the Six of Cups. You have so much red here. And the red, what was this one? Oh, the Palace of Wands. And the Nine of Coins reversed. So there's so much in the flowers, is what I mean. So much activity in the lower chakras. This relationship can't jump to the heart, is having a hard time getting into the heart, because it has been driven by sex, drugs, rock and roll. So it ended. It ended because either someone's already in a relationship, or we can't take that leap of faith because we're too scared. And we've convinced ourselves that we've been hurt so many times that we just can't take that leap of faith. So we won't make any decisions because we just can't. We've convinced ourselves that what we've known to be the pain overrides the remembrance of being in love. Sex, drugs, rock and roll is still overriding the real thing. We're going to put it down here because the heart is up above the horizon. Here's the horizon. And every one of these cards here, right here, is structured around, well, I'm too scared to make that move or to change my story right now. I've been comfortable. I've been complacent. I don't want to get hurt again. I don't want to get hurt again. I've been through many opportunities that looked good, smelled good, felt great, but never got to where my heart felt like, other than the Three of Swords pain that I'm still trying to overcome. Okay, I am going to tell you, if you're dealing with a Leo, Aries, Sag, okay, someone could be getting married. Someone could be already, have fallen, maybe an ex. I heard that. An ex is getting married or getting hitched, and it's driving you crazy. And if it's not that, it is that they found somebody. Or if it's you with this person, Spirit saying, look at all this activity on the lower chakras. This is all red. Hello. So some of you are really driven by the likes of sex, drugs, rock and roll in this particular relationship that we're looking at. This is all lower base chakra. Why? Because I'm too scared. I'm really too scared to, and both of you could be scared to literally rise above and go over the horizon to falling in love and really meaning it. The subconscious says, yeah, I already know that's true. The Palace of Cups is our subconscious that already knows the answers. a mother figure. We have the mother and the father here. That's okay. So a mother and or a father figure here is telling me that, Virgo, if you have a mother and or father on the other side, the love that they want to share with you is beyond, which it is, right? But it's also, and I'm going to say it, what you're dealing with down here is what you were probably raised to believe, that certain aspects of being in love was the mirror of mom and dad in whatever way that has transpired for you. Now, typically, we either, depending on the relationship we have with mom and dad, we either want to follow in their footsteps because they stayed together for 50 years, something like that, right? Excuse me. Or many say, heck with that. I don't want to do what my mom did. I don't want to do what my dad did. I'm not raising my kids that way. And I don't, even without the implication of children, I, as a child, I am not going to end up like mom and dad. So you have a choice. And the reason why the devil here is upright is, I'm going to tell you that something in your childhood, in your youth, I'm sorry, the pain that you, that one sword or whatever, the first cut is the deepest, that has held and stayed with you. So many of you Virgos have only been able to access love from the waist down, meaning, no, don't take offense to it, but many relationships only stay in the sex, the excitement, the I'm in love with love part. It's the honeymoon phase. And many relationships then break out of that and they elevate. But in this case, I feel that because I'm only saying it because the devil's upright. And every story is different, but we all want the same thing. And we also have different narratives in our lives up till now that have really caused us great pain. And every story is different. Some of you could be following in the footsteps of your mom and dad. Others have definitely said, I'm going totally different. I'm doing life differently because I don't want to live like that. But hence, don't forget, that devil's upright. And all this red activity, I mean, I'm reading and feeling so much love here in this reading, and Spirit is trying to get you to cross that bridge and really go after what it is that you really want. Gosh. To be in love again, just like you were when you were a kid. But did that love, when you were a kid, how did that turn out? Is that the first cut is the deepest? And you won't even go near that in the heart, because you're scared to death that that's going to happen again. So do you stay in your lane? Is what you really love is what you really love? Actually, I'm not going to answer it. What is it that you really love? Are you leveling up to this understanding of what I'm trying, the message that is being given to you? I'm trying to express this message of my heart, because I can feel this deep wanting. It's like I really want to just go for it, but I can't, because of what I learned when I was a kid. I was told that when you see someone that you really want, okay, for some of you, you were told that those women that are like, you know, they smell good, they look good, they have so much love and compassion to give. These Cancer, Pisces, Scorpios, you know, they elevate us to a new way of feeling. Some of you, this is your mom on the other side telling you, please, I raised you just right, but I also raised you not to take risks. And this is a risk that maybe is worth taking. Or this Queen of Cups is the person who looks good, smells good, is very compassionate, all heart, and that scares you even more. Because this person reminds you of your childhood love. And you're not getting much sleep over it. You may be even dreaming about your first love, because the cut is so deep. Because the wound feels like, it's been, you know, it's been a decade, but oh my God, I don't ever want to feel that pain again. That first cut. So I need help. I need to raise my hands up and say, I give up. Some of you have given up. That could be I give up. Who's this woman who has the reversed king here? Let's take them out real quick. Hold on. Is this who we're with? Are you with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius? You have two women here. I mean, we're not, you know. So you do have a choice to make. But the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius seems to be saying, well, it's, you know, you make your own bed. You're going to make your own bed. Choose what you will. But I'm not going to be sticking around. I will be moving on, depending on the choice that you make. Someone may have literally, I said this in one of the weeklies, that if Virgo is already in a relationship and you have perhaps someone else who you're interested in, and it's very sexual, it feels real, very real. You're like, I'm not making any moves right now because for some of you, it's someone threatened divorce, to move out. You're like, I'm not telling anyone how I feel. I'm staying in my own lane. I think you're just, are you staying with a tried and true? Who is your tried and true, Virgo? You know the answer. I really feel that you walked away from a temptation, because I really feel that You don't want to feel that pain again. And you know what the Garden of Eden. Oh my God, I just heard that. You know that if you walk into the Garden of Eden, why can't I say it? Right? You're going to get cut out. So you're staying with the tried and true of the long-term relationship that you're either married to or already living with, because that was your choice. Someone said, it's either her or me. And it was a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius for sure. Said, okay, you make your choice, but there's a lot to lose. Also, money could have been at the reality set in, right? You had a lot of fights about this. You've had a lot of internal struggles because so much of this situation has made you reminiscent of your past. You feel victorious because you made the right choice. But I feel at the heart of the matter, you're feeling way out of sorts. I can't tell you to not do what you want to do, but you have been given in this lifetime the choice of how strong is your faith. And this isn't about someone else. It's the faith in your own self. The faith to do what it is that you know. Clock's ticking, right? Clock's ticking, time. Something about time. Maybe some of you feel like you wasted time, or you are wasting time. And now time is like, oh yeah, it's time. Some of you, it's time to make that choice, if you haven't yet. Ooh. Right? This is your 11th hour of what do I do? It's going to take a lot of faith to go after what it is that you want and not hold back. And you don't have it right now. Right now. But you also know that because you don't have it, because you're not able to walk away from what's always been tried and true, what you learned as a child, what you had to endure with that pain as a child, that kind of makes all the difference in the world as to whether or not you could even out the playing field at all. That's why the Justice was reversed and now the Six of Coins is reversed, because all it becomes, Virgo, is a memory. It's a memory. And Spirit saying, take time to heal. And believe and have hope again. If you can, after you heal, you will find that faith once again in love. The angels are trying to help you. But with this, November is a time where you're feeling the pain of your childhood all over again. Maybe you didn't marry your high school sweetheart. Maybe you let it go. You let them go. You didn't go after what you really wanted then, and that has played throughout your entire life. Somehow, that goes back to your generational trauma. Some of you will continue sex, drugs, and rock and roll. You know, and like just continue that charade because it's easy. It's the easy route. You know, I feel bad, but yet it's your decision. You are shape-shifting. You're literally learning about all of this and what makes you tick through all this you've been going through. You're gonna come through it, communing again, like I said, with your faith. Faith is stronger. The faith in yourself. We're not talking about anyone else. To believe in yourself, to believe that you can overcome is what you're dealing with. And look at, this was reversed. And in this particular reading, because you had all the red here, you can see why the faith card is reversed. Because you're still in a stage of healing your pains. Your wounds do go very deep. Your wounds are going with mom and dad. And the love, how they supported you, how they didn't support you. Maybe they were absent, one or both. Maybe you have, your father and or mother had another family on the side that you got very confused being raised in an environment that way. And here's your spirituality. This is all spirit. But you have to go, which we know, you have to go through the depths of hell to get to the gates of heaven. And what's going to get you there is the faith that you have in yourself. I love you guys. Some of you just are going to be fine. All of you are going to be just fine. We're always just fine. But sometimes we don't realize how deep our faith is until we are faced with our biggest fears. And that's why the devil's upright and the faith is reversed for now. You need more time to heal. And to also realize that what you strive for in love is the excitement for many of you of that honeymoon phase. And then, you know, it becomes really complacent. Who doesn't, when you're seeing the same person every day and you don't have much conversation after you've been with the same person every day for the rest of your life, or you're dating someone long term and it's like, it becomes very, you know, complacent, boring. You know, Virgos tend to live in a place of complacency because they get scared. And you have been scared to make a choice in love of someone that you might have felt the exact same way when you were growing up, or when you were a teenager, high school. Feels like a soulmate, is a soulmate, but soulmates teach us lessons. And the lesson is that if we can overcome that honeymoon phase and really still keep love alive at the heart, why not? Why can't you have it all? Seriously. All right. I love you guys. Have a great month. Let me know in the comments below. Take care.